Hey everyone, Philly Cheesesteak here inside of Grand Theft Auto 5. Today I'm doing Kifflom, which just requires you to complete the Epsilon side quest thing. So first thing you gotta do is, step 1, search the Epsilon program or go to the epsilonprogram.com as Michael. Now as you see, I'm typing this in pretty fast. That's mainly because I'm using the chat pad provided by Microsoft. Got it a long ass time ago. So once you get there, go to the examine your identity. Now, first thing what you're going to need is you're going to need roughly about $100,000. Now, you can usually get this by your first heist, assuming you have the money, or later on. So step 2, after a sleep or two, I recommend going this way up on the freeway because it's less annoying. Go the other way, you can run into some bikers. Go to location, watch the cutscene. Actually, the only reason I cut out here is because, well, after a while, since I got close enough, I remapped it to go actually to the location. This is a Strangers and Freaks mission, and trust me, these guys are freaks. This is basically the poke at religion joke inside of the game. More precisely, you could say maybe Christianity. Not right. Mostly to point a nice little finger at Scientology because, well, Scientology is AKA the rich man's religion. Why? You pay a shit ton of money. Okay, pause the video now. Go to either YouTube or you'll probably have to, Netflix doesn't carry it anymore, so probably Hulu or SouthParkStudios.com. Watch the South Park episode where they basically make fun of Scientology. Then come back and unpause this. I'll give you a few seconds here. Alright, so after this mission, okay, you see it? You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, as soon as you pass this mission, it's very easy. You're going to get an email from Marnie. You don't know her yet. You will soon. Press X, and she's going to ask you to donate $500. This is your first $500 of $100,000 you're going to need to donate to these guys. Actually, it's more like $95,000, but you get the point. It's a shit ton of money. Step 2. Actually, this is step 3. Go to the location, watch the cutscene, and donate $5,000. Oh, by the way, mariachi band. Yeah. Right down the street here. I don't know if it appears every single time or if it's just this specific situation. So anyway, you're going to come in here. Cutscene's going to go off. There's Marnie. This is the first time you meet her. She's kind of a nut. And if you pause the video, you can actually read what the Epsilon program's about. Remember I was talking about, Scientology? Kind of being the rich man's religion. It's kind of nutty. Yeah, this is sort of it. Because they start calling you some weird name, talking about outer space and shit. Just look up Scientology. It's very bizarre. Trust me, I had to do it for a report a while back in high school. I went to a Christian school, so therefore I kind of had this. So once you get an email from Marnie, you'll be down the street a little ways. You'll get a nice little email saying, donate $5,000. Now, luckily, they have a $5,000 button. And once it says your transaction's been processed, we're going on to the next step. Now we're going to go to step 4. This is an 11-step achievement. This is the bitch. Most of its traveling time. This took me about 4 hours to complete. That's with doing things in between, such as missions and shit. So we're going to go to step 4. We're going to the cutscene, and we're going to go to the location, and we're going to watch the cutscene. And, by the way, I am multitasking mainly because I'm under a shit ton of stress right now. If you know me, a.k.a. Hey, Twisted Parker, you know which situation I'm talking about. Yeah, that's a shout-out. You know which situation. So anyway, once we're done with this little cutscene, which it does take a little bit of time, and of course she's talking about how you're this other person and shit. It's very, very bizarre. So yeah, more or less my situation. Potential bombshell dropped on me situation, and won't find out for another 2 weeks. And those who know me in real life know I am insanely bad with anxiety. So once you finish with Marnie here, you're going to get a nice little email saying we need to find these 5 vehicles. And luckily, these are all set to spawn at a certain point every time. Now, if you're also in the middle of this mission, you can also collect these cars and stuff them in your garage. So make sure you make markers on them when you reach them. That way you can find them later and stuff them in your garage because there's only a couple of them that are worth getting. So anyway, we're going to get the Declasse Tornado. Step 5.1 out of 5.5. So it's actually right over here on this little hump here. Pause the video or whatever and mark it here for later. It's actually right over here. It's right after the intersection there. Very easy. It's actually just a nice little gas station. Now, luckily, this isn't one of those smash and grab missions where you have to smash the windows and take it. It's actually already unlocked, so therefore, there you go. Very easy. And this is the only time I'm ever going to show you where the, well, actually I'm going to show you each time where it is, just in relative distance, where the garage is. There's two of them that are actually right around the corner, and the last of them that aren't. So anyway, when you drive your way up here, the garage door is going to open, and you're going to park this sucker inside. And of course, you're going to try and, of course, get it a little bit better. But anyway, once it's inside, and the garage door closes, it's going to say vehicle delivered. And of course, it's going to save, but we want to save. So anyway, we're right outside the garage here. We haven't gone anywhere. The Vacca, Pegassi Vacca, is actually right over here. It's right around the corner. It's not that far away. It's actually really close to Franklin's house. So technically, you could steal it as Franklin, but you'd break a window, possibly causing the police to come chase after you. We don't want that. However, I did hijack a car, and then I find one of these awesome supercars. You know, the one that looks like the, I forgot what it's called, the Z whatever. That one on the right. Fuego? Inferno, whatever the hell that's called. But we want the one on the left. This is the Pegassi Vacca, and one on the left. This one will respawn. I will come back here later, not in this video, but I'll come back and grab it myself. Of course, I'm chatting at the same time here. So, as you can see, we are right around the corner, and this symbol only appears when we're only in the vehicle. So, once it closes, it's going to say 2 of 5 complete. Now we're good. Now we're going on to 3 of 5. We're on the Benefactor Surano, and this one actually is probably one of the more, I wouldn't say tricky, but it's slightly more interesting. Anyway, it's right up here by this little lake area overlook up here. It's in a parking lot. Someone wants, and as you can see, it is in a little parking lot. And I'm going to do a nice little parking job here. Hey, not the worst parking job I've done. Hey, at least it's not parallel parking. Anyway, this is the Benefactor. And as soon as we grab it, of course, we're going to just a relative distance, how far we're going. Not that far. Very easy. Once we drop it off, that is number 3 of 5, and this honestly isn't even the most tenacious part of this achievement. I really wish it was worth more. Next, we're on to the Enus Super Diamond. This one's actually right over here in this little area, and this one's actually one of the more tricky ones because you have to use some back roads to get to it. Luckily, the arrow will direct you right to it, but it's still a little bit of a pain in the ass to get to. Oh yeah, this car is from Rockstar themselves for being part of the social club, so kind of cool. No, that's the one I'm driving, not the one I'm getting. As you can see, you got a nice guy in the going out the ATM, waiting for a guy to hijack him so we can grab it, right? Nah. So anyway, here's the Super Diamond. Doesn't look all that great. Kind of looks like a Bentley, I think. Bentley? Is that the word I'm looking for? The car name? I don't know. Point being, again, this is all in the lower area here. You don't have to worry about going to the wilderness to find this shit. However, you will have to wander in the wilderness. Oh, God. Yeah, look forward to that. So anyway, once we're inside here, again, we got the vehicle delivered. 4 of 5 complete. Now, last one, we have the Dinka Double T. Yeah, that one's a mouthful. This one's right over by the Life Invader office, which is right over here. Very easy to find, at least in terms of, where it is. So you can see we're at Life Invader right here. We're going to pull right up to it. It's that motorcycle. See, here's another Benefactor. And there's another one of those, I don't know what they're called, the Inferno. So anyway, once we have this car, and remember while you're doing this to be very careful. We don't want to wreck these cars because, first of all, we want to get the best possible, we don't have to want to redo this. Because honestly, it's annoying enough trying to find these cars. Yeah, so as soon as you drop it off, you'll get a nice little Zolag, good boy, whatever. So anyway, we're going to drive down the road a bit. We're going to get an email from Marnie saying, good job, we got it. So go ahead and do whatever. So now we got that done. We're moving on to step 6. Go to the location, complete the mission, and donate $10,000. This is, and for this one, you actually have to donate $5,000 twice. That's the annoying part. So anyway, as soon as we get here, we get to meet a baseball superstar. Sounds like a great, fun little thing, right? Debatable, honestly. And if you get your name changed from Zolag to Zondar, honestly, kind of a weird-ass shit thing. So anyway, there's actually, in order to gold this, you have to do this without raising this up at all. So if you're watching this and kind of use this as a bit of a guide to get gold as well. So just keep that in mind. And of course now I'm swapping windows to talk to someone, so yeah, so if you hear some key clacking, that's what it is. So anyway, yeah, fall down there. So anyway, this mission is not super difficult, but it does take about 10-15 minutes tops because you're, of course, walking half the time, trying to make sure you're, as you can see here, use the force. You gotta use it, you know, not look at your little thing. So anyway, we're going to be walking down the road here, honestly, because I don't have a car again. And Marnie's going to contact us again saying, hey, time to donate more money. And this is the part I was mentioning with the whole donate 5,000 twice. You gotta donate once. There we go, 5,000. Donate another one, 10,000. As soon as that's done, we're going to get an email later. All right, and then step 7, we're going to go to the scene, pay 25,000 for the Epsilon robes. We're getting close to that 50,000 mark. And of course, then there's that one car I have again. Woohoo, nice car. So anyway, this is the whole, I took a picture of this on my Rockstar Social Club. I may link it up. I don't know. Depends how much time I have in my hands. They're fucking nuts. This is the part I was talking about where they're just fucking nuts, talking about aliens, dinosaurs, and shit. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. Again, seriously, look at that South Park episode. I don't remember what it's called. I'll probably link it in the description below, assuming I remember to link it. And of course, then we got to leave the area. Of course, save. She already let you know about the robes, so you can actually go right to it. It is 25,000. So yeah, not cheap. This is probably the most expensive achievement in the game. Mainly because of the whole gotta buy all this shit thing. So now that we have the Epsilon robes, you'll get a second email saying it's going to take 24 hours for them to arrive. So go to your house, sleep, make sure to walk outside, then go back inside. Otherwise, the email will not spawn. Really weird, I know, it's just that's how it is. And then we go up to our little wardrobe here. It's going to be under the outfits. It's going to be at the very bottom, Epsilon robes. Now, this one is the most tenacious. Actually, second most tenacious. You'll probably be able to watch TV, watch TV, read a book. Who reads books anymore? Read something or watch something. While you're doing this will take you a good half an hour. Because I sped this up, I think, 64 times speed. I'll have to double check on that. I sped it up 32 times, and it is roughly about 29 seconds. So, honestly, I hate to say this, but do the math. This will take about 15-20 minutes. Enough to get through one full anime. Enough to get through several chapters of a book, or fan fiction if you're into that. But you'll be saving here at least, I did the math, at least 42 times. 40 times. Because it's like 6 hours. So actually, I got the math sheet around here. Actually, let's double check. And eventually, it'll tell you that it's 40 times. And you'll get something saying, you have slept 10 days, quest complete. Then you'll get a message from Chris, without a C, without an H. Kind of weird. Yeah, he's kind of a weirdo. You'll get an email saying, be prepared for the next step. So anyway, sleep for another, once you go outside, so it is night. Since I have slept more than the 24 out of 10 days, like 10 days plus of sleep, you'll get a message from Jimmy Boston, saying you need to go to the location that's up by the military base and finish the mission. Very easy. No stress on this one. Just kind of stay below the radar. Just like as you did as Trevor Phillips after that cargo plane. Which seriously, that is a loose end that I would have liked to see finished. Seriously. That was incomplete. I had to complete another mission before this because it was like to get more money in the property. So then I went this down route. Plus, it's a lot easier to come through the down route anyway because you don't have to go through an off-ramp. So anyway, when you pull up to this nice gentleman over here, using a stolen car that I stole for no apparent reason. Who am I kidding? I stole it for every reason. Anyway, we're going to complete this mission. This is slightly more difficult as Michael, mainly because, well, I didn't train him in the flight thing at all. Yeah, that's one of those Captain Hindsight moments. Probably should have, but didn't. As you can see, I'm kind of having a little bit of trouble with that. I didn't fly below the radar at all, but it's just one of those, you're by the military base, you don't want to go into it. We're going to land. Luckily, we landed without any more problems at all. Luckily. We're going to go over to Jimmy here. He's going to finish this little contact thing. And luckily, he leaves us his car. What a nice guy. He leaves us his very nice car. We're going to take it back to our house, his house later. Now, when I say his house, I mean Michael's. And we're going to, deposit in our garage. So anyway, we got to go to the location for step 10, watch the scene, and wander for 5 miles straight. This is the most tenacious out of all of this. And I'm going to show you a picture here in a minute. or two about what I personally did. So we're gonna go here. We're going to listen to this cutscene. We're basically swearing our loyalty to the peoples. Chris isn't here, but he's talking to you over a loudspeaker, which is fucking creepy. No kidding. And yeah, let's see what else has gone on today. Took a math test. Probably bombed it again. So now we have to wander in the desert for 5 miles. Now, I didn't know this at the time. So we're going to wander, and this is what I did. I had a strap from my phone I wedged it into my controller, let it do that, and I just tapped A. Makes it go faster. This took me, even tapping with A, took me about roughly half an hour-ish. And just hold yourself in a circle, dash in circles. I watched an entire half-an-hour anime. Still wasn't done. That's why I sped it up 64 times. Woohoo! Sorry for those with epilepsy. I deeply apologize. So anyway, we're going to get a message saying 5 miles complete, pilgrimage complete. And then we're just going to start walking towards where we last left our car, which unfortunately has disappeared. Yeah, those jackasses stole it. So I'm going to steal some oil rigger's car. Woohoo! So anyway, we're going to talk to Chris here. And he's going to say more or less, hey, you're about ready to take the final step. Are you ready to take the final step? And more or less, we're going to try and find a car, more importantly. So once we do, hey, look, I stole that car. So anyway, we're going to get a call from Chris himself. Actually, no, the last one wasn't from Chris. I can't see. It's a smaller screen when previewing. So anyway, as soon as we get this call from Chris, basically saying, be prepared to come to the location and be ready to donate $50,000. It's a lot of money. I mean, if you played the game, if you're already at the end of the game, by the way, if you are at the end of the game, choose option C in order to get all these achievements. So, step 11, this is the final one. We're going to go to the Epsilon Center, and we're going to follow the convoy. And then at the very end, we're going to decide whether or not we're going to take the money, or if we're going to get a nice rusty tractor. Seriously, a rusty tractor. Makes you almost want to go with the money, doesn't it? Now, the easiest way is to go with the tractor. The achievement still unlocks. Now, if you're planning to go the money route, here's the thing you're going to need. You're going to need the most body armor you can handle, which is that 2,500 body armor. Get it if you're going the money route. If you're not, just go for the tractor and drive through the streets of Los Santos and San Andreas with the tractor. Yeah, you look like a badass doing it, but was it really worth the 100,000? Almost not. So just remember to keep that in mind. Not a hard achievement. Well, this is the last part. It's not that hard unless you're going the assault route, of which you're going to want some sticky bombs, maybe an RPG, a good assault rifle, preferably the advanced rifle. About it previously to doing this because I just finished the final mission. Not the final mission, the final heist, which unlocks the advanced rifle. Or no, wait, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. My bad. But you get the point. And I've had not a regret, but I just forgot. I totally had to speed through this. Derp, 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 derp. Oh well. It's almost a 20-minute video to begin with, so what's the harm in that? Plus, I'm not going to record all this all over again. Come on. All right, would you really record an entire 20-minute video all over again? Nope. Nope. Not going to do it. So anyway, once we get inside here, we're going to follow. Here we go, 50,000. Now, do be prepared to fail a few times. I did. As you can see, I restarted here. Anyway, you can see it before it removed 50,000. We're going to drive to the location. Very easy. Alright, we're going to pull into this parking lot. We may have been here before. Be prepared to have some fun. And now, rocket launcher. And it flies away. Now, in order to get gold, you're going to have to do that. And as you can see, I'm getting my health drained down pretty quick. Once you take down the guys over here, get yourself to the front of this car. Though it can't be destroyed that easily, I can't take down that helicopter. So, it makes it a lot easier if you can take care of the helicopter. However, it doesn't help if you can't. So, I'm going to drive the streets until we find a parking garage and avoid as many of the cops as possible. So it seems we already avoided the cops. We don't have to worry about them. Pull into a parking garage like I have right here. Basically, they'll be forced eventually to turn around, which, of course, helps you. Massive shit tons. And once they do, of course, they don't know where exactly you went because you're in the parking garage here. I'm just waiting for them to leave. And we're going to pull up. We got $2.1 million and a 30-point achievement. Seriously, go for the $2.1 million. It's a lot more. It gets you a lot of shit ton of money. So there you go. 30 gamer score. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If this helps you, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And as always, have a great and beautiful day. I'll see you next time, and I'll link up in the bottom each part. So have a good day. See ya next time. Pray for me and my whole shit ton of crap I got going on. So, see you next time.